Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're gonna hop right into these projects. We're gonna start with this pack of wood planks that I grabbed from Hobby Lobby when they were 40% off. And I'm gonna be using these as a background for this eat sign that I thrifted a while ago. I have been waiting to work on this project and I finally figured out what I wanted to do. So, like I said, I grabbed this a long time ago and I had an idea, but I just never got around to it. So these planks, I grabbed the two that were similar in color, and basically we're going to turn this into a sign. So I grabbed thin strips of wood, and I'm going to be wood gluing and then attaching those strips with a pin nailer onto the back of this sign so that I can attach the hooks that were on the back of the eat sign. I'm going to remove them and put them onto those strips of wood here. So I wanted to do the wood glue as well as the pin nailer to give an extra hold onto this sign so that, when people are hanging it up, then nothing will happen to this sign. So I set that aside and then I started working on the eat sign. So I was kind of playing around with what I wanted to do, and eventually I decided that I was going to spray paint the front of it just with white spray paint so I could get a nice even coat before I started painting it, because I figured that it was going to take a couple coats if I did just regular paint. So I once it was dry, I decided that I wanted to add a little bit of texture so it didn't seem so flat against the wood planks. So I'm adding a little bit of salt wash, and don't forget you can get the salt wash at Unicorn Dust Designs. It is Sammy's website that she sells the salt wash, and I was going for a thicker texture. Originally, I was planning on just doing areas of the sign with with the textured salt wash, and then I was going to paint the rest of it with the same color. But then I really liked the texture that it brought, so I ended up just painting the entire sign with the paint, with the salt wash paint. So I went back and forth between dabbing and then painting, and I found it a lot easier because I did make this thicker. I found it easier to just brush it on, and then once I was done brushing it on, I dabbed it. So I let it sit overnight because I had other things that I was working on. And then here you can see that I decided that I'm just dry brushing on this black paint on the sides. I was going for more of a farmhouse vibe, and for some reason, like the enamel look was calling out to me. So that was what I was like trying to recreate, like that concept of like the black, like enamel with the white, like the pots. Do you know what I'm talking about? In my head, I knew what I was talking about and like what I was envisioning. So I just went with it. And like I said, I just did a dry brush, and I did it not only on the front of the sign, but I also did it on like the side of it so that it looked, it wasn't just like one dimensional with the black paint trimming out the word. And I had a little bit of paint left over on my brush, so I just dry brushed the rest of the word, the rest of the sign, and this one was done. I was like, I don't really want to mess with it too much more. So all I did was I brought the sign to outside into my husband's shop, because at first I was gonna do wood glue as well as the pin nailer, but I realized this eat sign is so light that I was just gonna throw some pin nails into it, and then I did cover up the pin nails a little bit with some more of the white paint so that it covered up. And then this sign is done. I really hope you guys like it. It was quick and easy, and I have done a similar sign to this, except it was, instead of eat, it was let's eat, and it was black wording. So I wanted to kind of switch it up because that one sold. So I'm curious to see how this one will sell in my booth. So definitely let me know what you guys think. And I really want to say thank you guys so much for being patient with me with this video. I still am having trouble with the audio on my computer. So I am actually doing this recording on my phone. So I really hope that this works out. And we're going to move right into this next project. You guys have seen me using these leftover cabinet doors in several of my videos. I only have a couple left, and all of the other ones have gone into my booth, but this one I am making for myself. So this one, so like I was saying, this cabinet door is the last one. Nope, I have one more from my front room hutch that I redid, and I had this brick. I don't even know really like what the backing of it is. My sister-in-law was using it for a faux fireplace, and she had leftover pieces of this brick. She did grab it from Hobby Lobby, or not Hobby Lobby, oh my goodness. She got it from Home Depot, and she gave it to me to use the rest of it. So what I decided to do is I'm gonna make like a faux planter for my front porch. So I wanted to remove the glass, and then I'm going to remove those strips of wood that were holding the glass in place, and then I'm gonna paint this cabinet frame before I attach everything, because I learned my mistake from last time where I attached everything and then I tried to paint, and this is gonna be so much easier. So my decor is kind of like modern farmhouse meets vintage. So I decided to paint this black, and I'm using, I believe this is Midnight Sky by Dixie Belle. I love this color. This is the color of my hutch in my front room. It's just a beautiful soft black. I really love it. So I distressed it, and then I am adding, to seal it, I am using the Minwax Spar urethane, because it is made for sealing pieces that are going to go outside. And my front porch is not, it's covered, but you know, it's still, the elements are still going to get to it. So I did one good thick coat of the Spar urethane. I let it sit, and then after it sat, I think I let it sit overnight. Oh, before I get to that, so this piece right here, I ended up getting at the thrift store, and it fit perfectly the length of the cabinet. So it kind of just worked out that this piece is going to attach to the bottom of the cabinet for my faux planter. So it already had a white coat of paint, but it was like really dirty. So once I cleaned it up, I am just using this Farmhouse White by Behr. It's chalk paint that I get from Home Depot, and I'm just giving it one coat. I'm not going for full coverage because I am going to distress it down, and when I distress it down, that color, that like gray color that you see on the inside, is going to come through, which is what I wanted. So the fresh coat of paint just livens it up a little bit. I only do the 3 sides because I'm attaching it to the frame, so I didn't waste my paint on the back side. But here you can see I distressed it, and I should have sealed this with the Spar urethane as well, but I was running out of time. This week was crazy. It was also my birthday, so I was trying to get this stuff done. So I just sprayed it with the Rust-Oleum clear matte spray, and I gave it 2 coats. Hopefully this will be fine. Again, this is for me. If I was selling this, I would definitely have done the Spar urethane to seal it up. But once everything was dry, you can see this is the backing of that brick. I don't know what this material is, but like I said, you can get it from Home Depot. So I just put in a healthy amount of pin nails into this piece, and then I did have my husband help me with attaching like the wire to the back of it so that we could hang it. I didn't film it, but we did do screws on the back and then added wire to them so that I could just have a solid single hanger. instead of trying to do like 2D hooks and like trying to do the math to make sure it was level, I wasn't about that. So I am laying everything out now, and I grabbed these numbers from Hobby Lobby. They were like no, 99 cents a piece, or like $1.25 a piece. And like I said, I'm making like a faux planter like sign for my house, and I am making sure that you can, I'm spacing this is my street, my house number, obviously. I'm making sure everything is where I want it before I start attaching everything. And I started to attach the basket piece with just the pin nails, and then my husband later came in and secured it better with some screws. I didn't even really think about the fact that the pin nails may just not hold it very well, because it's going to have faux greenery in it, so I wasn't really thinking about it. But he did put 2 screws into the base part as well for a more secure hold. And I do appreciate his help with my projects, because sometimes I just go and I don't really think about, I don't know, about long-term effect on some things, especially when it's just something for the house. Like if I'm selling something, I definitely do, but if it's just for me, I just want to get it done, especially when I have it in my head. I don't know if anyone else is like that, but that's just me. So I had this leftover lavender and this boxwood greenery. I grabbed both of these from Walmart several months ago, like before spring really started. So I had some left over, and I really wanted this pop of color for the front of the house. And what I really like is that I can change this out for different seasons. Like for the 4th of July coming up, I just see like a bunch of flags in there with some just greenery, like not the lavender. So I'm really excited to do that, because I do have some planters with plants outside, but I really like that I'll be able to decorate more for the seasons as well with this piece. So I just add as much greenery as I have for it to look really full, and then I hang this piece up outside, and it is done. I love this piece so much. I was very curious how this was going to work, because I didn't really measure anything. I just bought the numbers, and I was like, oh, this will probably work. And when I grabbed this basket piece at the bottom, I was like, oh, this may work. If not, I'll figure it out. But it all ended up working. And like I said, this is my favorite piece. I already have this outside, and I really hope that you guys enjoy this project. I am slowly trying to work on our front porch area, and I have a bench that I'm definitely going to be giving a huge makeover to. So stay tuned for that, because it's going to go very close to where this planter, front porch, street sign, whatever you want to call this piece, it's going to go right by it. So I have that planned. I know what I want to do. I just need to take the time to actually do that project, but it will be coming up, because I love having a nice front porch for, the nice curb appeal. So stay tuned for that. And we're going to hop into this last project. This one is super easy. So the piece that I was holding before was in a recent thrift haul video, and I am just going to be adding this ball jar to it with some greenery to add to my booth. Just some, again, I'm going for more of the farmhouse vibes. I was just in that mode when I was working on these projects, and I had this glass mason jar already at home, so I was like, this is perfect. I will just use this instead of trying to find something else that will fit into it. So I'm going to give this mason jar 2 healthy coats of this white paint by Dixie Belle. It's called Fluff. I really, really like this white because it's a very nice, soft, like creamy white, and it's not like harsh stark white. So I give it, I'm pretty sure it is 2 coats, and then I just end up distressing the areas, the raised areas, not too much, just a little bit, and then I seal it with a polyacrylic. I didn't have any more of the big top left, and I have so much polyacrylic that I'm just going to be using that from now on. To me, they're pretty much the same, so I'll just be using that. And then I added some more of that boxwood greenery from Walmart, and then this piece is done. I do have it in my booth. I really appreciate everybody being so patient with me with this video. I do hope that this audio works out with this video. I hope you enjoyed these projects, and let me know in the comments which one was your favorite. Oh, clearly I sealed this with wax and not polyacrylic. Sorry, guys. Oh my goodness. Like I said, this has been a really long week, and I was really stressed with this video because of the audio. So sorry, everyone. I sealed it with wax, not polyacrylic. But definitely let me know in the comments which one was your favorite. I really appreciate each and every one of you, and I'm just so blessed to have all of you guys that watch my videos, comment on them, like them. I just can't express how much I appreciate each and every one of you, and I love doing these projects, and I love sharing them with you. So thank you guys so much. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I will see you all in my next video. And Trigger says hi. He is currently sitting on my lap as I am recording this. So have a great week, everybody. Bye.